What's up? Immediately, I was like, well, I guess I could hit record. This is not gonna be underground science. This is gonna be me writing a geology paper. Real boring, so don't watch if you don't really want to. It's fine. I just figured I'd record it. It's more of a documenting thing. I apologize for anyone who's like offended by the existence of said documentation. But here I go. So I've been recently talking about just to kind of maybe talk as I go. Also, this the word he uses the right words to describe the he does, I don't. And then I saw a couple pictures of like coils involved, so that there's this coil plus right words thing going on. Maybe, I don't know. I found this really interesting. His device. Maybe, I don't know. I know there's a lot of like the whole of it, not just this device and this, like the whole of it, everything around it. I was looking around. I was trying to find any technical information. I could not. Just the whole of it looked plausible though. Okay, that's okay. I've got my channel. That's still there, even if I wanna see it. Playlist. So I've been making the KT Boundary playlist, and I realized like if I'm gonna write a technical paper that's like hard to reject, like the information, then maybe just pointing out things going on at the KT boundary would be a good approach. And then maybe I can, like, I don't know, maybe I'll just straight up propose my explanation, because, like, I think this is potent, even if they don't like my explanation. That's the thing. I don't know if like they want an explanation, but they won't like mine. So whoever, I don't even know who I would publish this with. Like actually trying to find a journal. I know I'm kind of like all encompassing. Oh, these journals charging. They're not all charging. I'm getting a lot of these papers. uh, okay, let's get to it. So this is gonna get pretty boring, probably. I'm just thinking. So I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I can just casually close that. Looking into some things. Okay, so I pulled up. So basically, this is what I wrote. While the impact of an asteroid, I'm already like, I'm like, is it an asteroid? Is that the right word? Like, would they be like technically? You should have said, "Oh my God." I'm so glad that was just like I assume it recorded that. What? What? How cool was that? Thanks, guys, for hanging out. Okay, let's see. Meteor. was an asteroid. Ew. Interesting. Okay. 2.5 millimeter meteorite. Weird that that's associated. That's very strange. I don't know what to make of that right there. Interesting, I guess. I don't know. North Pacific sediments. They found a 2.5 millimeter meteorite and said from Chicxulub with certainty, to a point where it's like taken as a thing. It's maybe going on like that. That's it wasn't an impact. I wish I could get. Is there a dark mode on this? Mode? I was like, maybe? I just use dark mode all the time, so. Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe. I mean, it's better, I guess. Better than nothing. It would be cool if even this had like a. Did it actually? No, not really. Okay. While the impact of the asteroid at Chicxulub at approximately 66 million years ago is considered to be the cause of the Cretaceous Paleogene KT boundary, the origin and formation of the KT boundary on them remains disputed. Herein, considerations of coincident geological events. And then I put end magnetic anomaly indicators. I just kind of put that. Are used to provide an alternative explanation. That cottonmouth. Yo, you burn. I feel bad because it's like probably killing me in some ways. It's not helping. I shouldn't encourage it. Now I'm like, this shirt I got on my thing I don't even really agree with anymore. Like, it's not like it's, what was I doing? I was doing something. Oh my god. What was I doing? It doesn't matter. Consider to have formed at or near. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember now. I was trying to pull up writings, research papers. I was thinking of maybe trying to do like this one. I just constantly download my own things because whatever. It's not large enough a file. Anyway, at least these papers. Like, I know it's kind of ridiculous, but I genuinely submitted this somewhere. But, like, this wasn't too bad. It was just kind of, like, to write it. I know they just probably mocked it. Like, someone... someone somehow knew the person who reviewed this paper and name dropped them in my stream. So there's that going on in academia. That's alright. Sorry, pardon me. There's me going on in me. In this little world. Okay, besides the point, this one's kind of meh in terms of like the effort that I put into it. This one I put pretty good amount of effort into. Like it's 30 pages, 40 references at the end. Yes, it has links in it, but that's because I wanted things to be searchable. Like a natural philosophy, it's not even like it's not really about the topic of the Big Bang Theory is the prevailing cosmological theory. It's not really about this topic. It's natural philosophy, but it's like because it's relevant. That's all. So I did that kind of thing, which kind of makes it to some. I've had this been like frowned upon. I'm like, dude, it adds. What are you talking about? Frowning upon something that just adds. Someone reading this now, unlike the other papers, can click this if they so choose and be like, what is the horizon problem? Is a cosmological fine-tuning problem within the Big Bang model. I don't even remember what this is exactly. Anyway. The flatness problem. Problems with the Big Bang exist. Still exist. Have grown in ways. Okay, but this is more what I'm thinking. Like, maybe I can do something like this. Maybe not like equations. These are fake equations, if you will. I really don't like they're. It's like you guys want equations. Here's my best effort at some equations, but they're pretty much just saying that we can't really do this in equations. So sorry about that one. Or maybe someone can figure out how to do it in equations, but I just did it as best as I could, which is basically saying there are infinite particles in infinite positions at time zero and move time and change positions for it's basically Laplace's demon kind of thing, but it's just not actually calculable because it's an infinite universe, so it's just not calculable like that. At least not like that. Maybe other ways. Oh my god, this. I mean, I get why people didn't actually approve of this, but like, they could have worked with me. But like, we can tell that you're like some dude, but like, you got some pretty unconsidered ideas that seem significant. I'll give you that. But no, it's gotta be like it's just structure for the sake of structure, not for the sake of like actually what gets us to the truth. Anyway, okay. So back to this. With the recent discovery of Nader crater, Considered to have formed at or near the KT boundary, the presence of coincident impacts is more difficult to explain with present interpretations. Similarly, I'm not sure if I like the way I wrote this. It's almost like, but ow! Like, okay. I just named Nader Crater, fine, okay. So this person's pointing out that talking about Chicxulub, now they're talking about Nader Crater, okay. That one was in the news, so maybe that's like heard of enough. Even Baltish Crater, like if they read this paper, that's where I heard of Baltish Crater, so they might have also heard of Baltish Crater there. And Shiva Crater, Structure Crater. Depending on, I would put structure to keep it more friendly, less challenging, like a crater. Even though it's not really a crater, it's the same structure as what we call a crater, so might as well just call it crater. It's more defined than structure. Anyway, then there's other ones. Like at this point, then I just go ahead and say similarly, these other 10 are all considered possible KT boundary impact sites with varying degrees of certainty, suggestive that the KT boundary and impact craters are not yet fully understood. Herein, the previous alternative of a supernova is reconsidered. Because that's what it was. The Cretaceous Paleogene boundary has been extensively studied worldwide. Alvarez et al. Described the clay of the layer to have markedly higher iridium concentrations in deep sea limestones of Italy, Denmark, and New Zealand above the background level at precisely 65 million years ago. The iridium was considered to possibly have come from a supernova, but the lack of plutonium-244 in the boundary layer was seen as indicating instead an impact. So basically, I sum it up as they considered a supernova. At this point, I've mentioned that is the alternative I'm considering, so that I bring this up, I'll have to have something to say about the plutonium-244 aspect of it, or the lack thereof in the boundary layer. Was seen as indicating instead, maybe instead indicating, I don't know. The discovery of the Chicxulub, that's what you changed? The discovery of the Chicxulub impact crater has since been determined to be the cause of the mass extinction. I don't like the wording. Since been associated with there we go. That's better. There's a broad consensus. Okay, that's this part. I don't know what to do. Like, I'd like to just be like, I'd like it to be sufficient that I could just be like, here is 12 impacts, all dated to the same time frame. Here is these other events, all dated to the same time frame. The end. In conclusion, we need an explanation better than Chicxulub. Feel free to look at my other work. In this moment, I would rather not discuss it because that would be too much information. really an unreasonable burden to go into the depths of the actual explanation without you rejecting it instantly. Basically, so I will just propose that I believe these things being simultaneous and like not yet accounted for because none of them really reference the others. Like this, I've not seen anyone list all of them to a degree where there's more than like four. I think the most I've seen actually is three. Chicxulub and Boltish and Nader Crater and maybe Shiva Crater, like those ones with maybe Silver Pit Crater, so maybe four. But then these other ones, like at some point, it's just too many to continue to say an asteroid hit Chicxulub, and that's pretty much what we're gonna say about that time in history. Like that's what we got to say. If like there's more going on than that that's not actually being accounted for, then maybe this would be a useful path. Okay. Um, I want to put references. I'm just slacking. It's work, dude. This is a fucking pain in the ass, not gonna lie. Maybe to do it while I'm not focused and recording is probably not the best approach. Chicxulub Impact Crater. What's the original paper? Discover. '96. Yeah, that one. A possible. Okay, so that maybe is the earliest. Oh, and then also like reference multi citations. Like it's really, uh, it's useful to not just be like this one and done. Like when there's other ones that also are relevant. Okay, this is for sure the paper that we want. Dude, thanks guys. How many times has this been cited? 1,000. That's it? Honestly, I feel like it should be more than that. For being like the we suggest. For being the we suggest paper. Like it should be probably referenced in every Chicxulub related paper. That really is way more than 800. Practically anything. The discovery. Okay, we'll put that here. Here. Oh, I don't really know how to. I didn't do it. Chicxulub Crater. Maybe actually, there's gotta be like a citation link. Plain text. Do I gotta download? No. Wait. Maybe not from the ResearchGate. Here we go. There we go. That's fine. Okay. I know this is real fun. Maybe I should stop. What am I doing? Text, superscript. Okay. Cool. Discovery of the Chicxulub impact crater. I didn't quite. Like, I'm just I'm pretty much assuming has been associated with the mass extinction. I mean, it pretty much is. Okay. That's fine then. I don't need another paper to, like, reference that. I probably should move these to the end. Right there. Just move right along. So this is what's going on there. Is the boundary has been extensively studied worldwide. First described maybe I'll just write with mass extinction. A mass extinction. I don't like to just agree to the nomenclature, the mass extinction, like it's just understood when there's more to it than that. Like if I just said the mass extinction at the KT boundary, it's not, I haven't mentioned really, maybe, have I? I don't think I've mentioned an extinction. So, like, to say the mass extinction would be just to imply that it's so well understood that I just agree to the well understood thing. That's way more complex than that. Okay. Additionally, the eruption of the large igneous province. I really. I really don't want to have to write for a technical paper and to like get them to look at my work. Oh, it's just so much harder to like fit through the keyhole. What am I looking for? Chicxulub, Deccan traps. Something of that nature. And then probably trying to find one with a pretty old date, 1996. And then from that one, I can see if it's got any references. That's are predated. That talk about the Deccan traps. And the KT boundary plus Chicxulub, I guess. This looks interesting. What is the evidence? Recent evidence. The impact of a comet may have been responsible for mass extinction at the ends of both the Cretaceous and the Eocene. What? An unseen solar companion star as it passes through perihelion on a moderately eccentric orbit. To test a prediction implicit in this model, we examined records of large impact craters on the Earth. Most of the craters occur in a 24.4 million year cycle. That's crazy. 20 noted. Noted. Evidence from crater ages. Periodic impacts on the Earth. Okay. Okay. Let's just go with this one. Cites this article. Freaking dark mode makes it copy like the dark mode. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't say frequently. I mean, it certainly is frequently. I just the reason I say that is because then it basically means I need to put more than one reference here. Like, I don't know who to genuinely reference for this. Like, for sure, this seems reasonable. 96. When Chicxulub was discovered, 91, so maybe no one was really connecting the two, and for 5 years, I don't know. But for sure, there's probably more going on, so I probably need to reference more than this one. Okay. Nader Crater. Nader Crater. The 2022 discovery of Nader Crater offshore. Let's see. Try clearing your cookies. What the fuck? You were just trying to get me to clear my cookies. Try clear your cookies. Fucking bullshit. Man, fucking bullshit. Bullshit. Yeah. This fucking paper was popular for like a week or two. Ugh. Crazy that I can see. Crazy. There's gotta be a fucking site. Just trying to get the fucking... I guess I should share, sorry. I'm just trying to cite, I keep hitting this. Tried that, maybe. Like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know what I'm looking at. There's gotta be a way to actually get just the basic text of how to cite this in this way without actually just like typing it. Oh well. Good enough. What does it say? The command? What is that? I can't be doing that every time. Control plus dot. Let's try it. No. What? It literally says control plus dot. It must be on the number pad. Nope. Weird. This way of writing that is terrible, though. I need to get to bed. I'll be back tomorrow. That's a good idea, though. Peace out. See you then.